Park managers, prepare to be amazed by our new selection of dinosaurs, which come from our Camp Cretaceous site. Kentrosaurus is one of the most agile stegosaurids in the park, so don't let its size fool you. Those spikes aren't just for decoration. The Monolophosaurus's titular crest along its snout gives it an instantly recognizable silhouette. These dinosaurs are skilled and patient hunters. The Uranosaurus are gentle giants. Their large hump-like sail and duck-billed snout will be great inclusions to your park. You now also have new variations for existing species to really wow your visitors. Scorpius Rex is a genetic hybrid utilizing the genes of the scorpion fish. It will hunt anything with a heartbeat, dispatching its prey with ferocity. We'd advise extreme caution around this species. These dinosaurs will add new experiences for our guests, and possibly a few new challenges.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution 2 live stream. And today, oh my god, this is so exciting, we are celebrating the launch of the Jurassic World Evolution 2 Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack. This is so exciting. My name is Jens. I'm part of the community team here at Frontier, and it is my pleasure to be your host for the next hour or so as we dig into what you can find in the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack. And I see there are a lot of people in chat already who are so hyped for this stuff. We've got Spring KO is here, we've got Osric of course, and Heather from the mod team keeping it down. Green Monster Gaming is here, Black Spider, oh, we've got a Scorpius Rex in chat as well, Shadow Dino is here, the Strake is here as well. Very, very good to see everyone. Wow, there's a lot of people being very, very, very excited. Godspeed saying, wait, can Scorpios climb fences? I mean, it was in the trailer that we just showed you. So you know, maybe it can. Maybe it can. So yeah, the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack DLC just dropped today, about an hour ago. Same with Free Update 2, which brings in a bunch of new little bits and bobs to Jurassic World Evolution 2. If you want to read everything, you can check out the patch notes, which are now up on our forums and on Steam, if I'm not mistaken. So just head over to forums.frontier.co.uk, and I'm sure the mods will also be dropping the links to that in the chat as well, because there's a lot to go through. It's a pretty sizable update. Thank you so much, Fran, for dropping that link in the chat there. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. We're going to check out some new dinosaurs, going to check out some dinosaur variants, and we're going to check out some dinosaur skins, and maybe talk a bit about some of the things in Update 2 as well. But I'm not going to be doing this alone. Thankfully, I'm joined by from the Jurassic World Evolution 2 dev team. It's James Mulang. Welcome back, James.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
Yeah, it's good to have you here. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Excited for the launch. There's loads of really cool stuff in this, so great that people are going to get their hands on it soon.
It definitely already is. Yeah, already. I mean, there's a lot of people in chat already saying, oh, I'm like, the download is just about to finish updating. I just bought the DLC. Like, I'm really ready to start digging into things. So, yeah, for those who don't know you, why don't you quickly introduce yourself?
Sure, yeah. So I'm James Mulang. I'm a senior game designer on Jurassic World Evolution 2. And I'm working on the dinosaur behavior management side of things and park teams as well. So MVUs, ranger teams. There's a lot of features we've added, lots of cool changes we've done in this DLC to all of those features. So yeah, I'm just here to talk about some of the details. Yeah, I mean,
what's it been like to work on this update and this Camp Cretaceous release?
Yeah, it's been really cool. All the new dinosaurs are really unique. It's cool to see the Camp Cretaceous spin on dinosaurs that were already in the game, like the Kentrosaurus, for example. And it's been a good opportunity for us as well to do some features, some changes that the community has been talking about, address some of the feedback from the community, as well as some stuff that I think they didn't even see coming, right? So
yeah, for sure. And I think that was one of the main things we heard after we revealed this, was that, oh, it's a very welcome surprise.
yeah, stuff that you didn't realize you wanted, but now that it's here.
Yeah. Lord Real says, I think your microphone is bugging. Yeah, we had our lovely live stream producer came in and did some things to my microphone. So hopefully it should be better now. I can be a bit loud sometimes when I'm talking on stream, but it should be good enough. Should be good now, at least. Should be sorted. But yeah, do you have a sort of favorite sort of feature or dinosaur from the pack and from the update?
For the dinosaur, I really like all the new herbivores. The Uranosaurus has just got such a goofy smile, so that one's pretty fun for me. And the fact that the Kentrosaurus, the Pierce, is it sort of cohabits with the base game Kentrosaurus is something really unique, and so that's pretty cool to see as well. And then, I mean, obviously the glow in the dark Parasaurolophus that's just totally new. So yeah,
absolutely, they are very, very beautiful. They're very, very good looking dinosaurs. The lot of them. I mean, everyone in chat, please sound off if you have a particular favorite from what you've seen so far. We would love to hear about it. But we're gonna jump into a sandbox park that I pre-built specifically for the stream. I saw there was a question earlier in chat asking if we're going to see some fights today. I turned those off because I would rather not have that stuff sort of interrupt my building, as it were. Now Crispy Tater Tot says they can barely hear me. Well, I tried to boost my microphone a little bit. Let me know if this sounds any better. So yeah. All right, let me bump my volume just a little bit. Please let me, check host audio. Please let me know if this is better. It seems to be going up to about the yellowish line in OBS. Yeah, I was peaking, turned me down. Now I'm too low, so now we turn me up. Much better. Awesome, fantastic. I'd love to hear it.
Great.
So let us jump into my my park here. So I've turned it on pause, but I'm gonna let it go now. So I think first off, I think we're just gonna start in before Jens does get loud. We're gonna set up a poll, which I think we can do in Twitch chat and in YouTube. I seem to be floating a little bit as well, so we're gonna change that. No longer floating. So welcome to my lovely mountainous dinosaur park, which nice. I thank you very much. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of hatcheries here with a lot of dinosaurs sort of pre-cooked and ready to go. So I think we're gonna start off with a poll asking about which dinosaur you want to see. So Scorpius Rex, Monolophosaurus, Kentrosaurus variant, or the Uranosaurus variant. So we're going to get that poll going in, I think, both YouTube and Twitch chat. And then once we get the results in, we'll start to release some of these incredible looking dinosaurs, so you can see what they look like in action, as it were. And we're going to get to the dinosaur skins a little later, because can't just do everything at once. These things need to sort of go in order. But I think while we wait for that stuff to get set up, I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about the Indominus Rex and the Velociraptors, because I have some of them here, and they seem to be doing, pretty well with each other.
They seem to be getting on, yeah.
Yeah, they do seem to be getting on.
Yeah, so this is a new feature we've added, which is the ability for dinosaurs of different species to form a territory together. Mm-hmm. And so we've done this for primarily for the Kentrosaurus, actually, because under the hood, this is actually a separate species. Mm-hmm. It's as much work to add this new Kentrosaurus. It's basically a new dinosaur, right?
Right. Yeah.
And it needs to still act like a Kentrosaurus and get on with its Kentrosaurus buddies. And so that is a perfect opportunity to bring the same functionality over to the Indominus Rex and the Velociraptors. Mm-hmm. So yeah, in a nice callback to the film, they will actually form a single territory. And so this is slightly different from the territory cohabitation that you can already see, where Brachiosaurus would get on with the Struthiomimus, and they can have their separate territories overlap, but they're not going to be bothered by it. But in this case, it's a single territory, and the Indominus is the alpha, and the Velociraptors are its underlings, I suppose.
Yeah, and they even talk together.
Yeah,
they
seem
seem to
socialize.
be. Yeah, that's really cool. I love that. I actually hadn't seen that before. This is the first time I'm seeing it. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
they talk to each other. That's great.
And they'll also move together as a group, so they'll sort of stick together as a bit of a pack.
Yeah, I mean, you can sort of see it here as well. They sort of move in formation, as it were. I like to see that. Really, really cool.
Yeah. Plus the territory requirements are going to be based off the alpha, which in this case is the Indominus Rex, and so the comfort requirements are going to change. So they need all the things that they're going to need to make the Indominus happy, and they're also going to change their relationships to other dinosaurs. So if you have raptors with the Indominus Rex, they're actually going to be more aggressive. They're going to start causing fights with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with more dinosaurs, because they're sort of defending their pack.
Right.
And in this case, their pack leader is a bit on the aggressive side. So that's an understatement.
Well, that is an understatement. But yeah, so usually when I were to open this the screen right here, you would see the territory of one of them, and then you would see the overlapping territory from the other. But as you can see, everything here is just one contiguous territory for both species. That's really, really cool.
Yep. And if you open the cohabitation tab, the speech bubbles, you can see that it's a joined territory, joined to Velociraptor. So.
Shared with Velociraptor, likes Velociraptor, dislikes everything else.
Yeah, makes an exception.
That's really, really cool. I like to see that. I didn't, because I'd set this up and I put them together and I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, they're together, that's nice. And then once I started the stream here, I saw them moving together and sleeping like around each other, and I thought, oh wow, that's really, really cool. I hadn't considered sort of noticing that until I took a really hard, like, long look at them. So I think that's a really nice and cool looking feature.
Yeah, I really like it. Yeah.
All right, so it looks like we have the results of our polls, and coming out ahead by quite a large margin, it is none other than the Scorpius Rex, which I've set up a little enclosure for right here. I was building this, and I eventually so I was building it over here. Of course, put out the most secure fences, because you need that stuff when you have a very dangerous dinosaur. And the Scorpius Rex is a pretty dangerous dinosaur if you've been following the lore of the show. And one of Dr. Wu's first hybrids, considered a bit too scary and maybe a bit too unstable to put in front of an audience. And it is one of the new dinosaurs coming with the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack.
And you can see with the gene editing that we've kind of reflected that it's got a lot of negative inbuilt traits.
Yes.
To represent that sort of slightly failed experiment status that it has.
The sort of instability of it all.
Yeah.
And what's cool about it is that you get all the different pattern and skin colors that you would for any of the other dinosaurs. So you can make some pretty interesting looking Scorpius Rexes. And if you want to, you can also head into the species viewer and see how they all look together. Species viewer, which we've added in the second update. And there's also two sort of 2015 skins, A and B, which are reflexive of, I believe, what they look like in the Camp Cretaceous show.
That's right, yeah.
Because we have to add that in as well. But all these different skins in combination with each other look really, really cool, in my opinion. But we do have one pre-cooked already, so let's just see what the Scorpius Rex looks like. And as always, this is my favorite part. And it's got the raptor claws on the feet as well. I didn't see the drool, no.
That's bespoke.
Bespoke drool.
That's artisanal drool.
Rocky the Spinoceratops says, oh yes. So I think people really like how the Scorpius Rex looks. This is just, this is the one wearing the Let me check here. Yeah, this one has the 2015 B skin. I really love how the music as it exits does the sort of tinkly violin sort of plucking, which is usually reserved for spiders, if I remember correctly. So yeah, this is definitely meant to sort of creep you out a little bit, both as it comes out and as it moves around with the long arms and the long legs and everything.
It's
like
working, yeah.
It's definitely working, yeah. And if we can get it to roar, I think we can see some of that bespoke drool as well, because I think I've seen some of it sort of coming down when it's roaring. But yeah, this is the Scorpius Rex, and as night falls in our park here, it's just gonna walk around and be chill because it's pretty content, and it's doing quite well for itself. But yeah, as we said, there's a lot of there's a lot of high chances for negative traits. There we go. Yep.
There we go.
So I think you're referring to some of this stuff. And like that's the details that I really, really like. Those are the details that I really dig seeing. And yeah, Crispy Tater Tot says it looks monstrous. I love it. So yeah, it's a really good pose too. I gotta say, like with the sunset in the background there, we've got the moon up there. I might actually take a picture of this.
It's howling at the moon, yeah.
Yeah, let's see, capture mode. Let's move the camera just a little bit closer. Lower it a little bit. Come on. Alrighty, where is it? There we go. And nice. Cool.
Okay.
So yeah, Scorpius Rex in all its glory. I think I'm actually going to jump in and put the sandbox lighting to day, so we have some. There we go. Nice lighting for everyone to see how all these dinosaurs look like. But yeah, please let us know in chat what you think about all the dinosaurs as we release them. But it looks like, even though it is quite frightening, there's a lot of love for the Scorpius Rex in chat, which is really cool to hear. And sometimes it likes.
That's how cute it is, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it likes to menace, and sometimes it just likes to lie down and take a nap. And if you also want to, you can just head into the first-person mode, first-person view, which we're adding in update 2, and you can just walk just straight up to it and see, look at it up close and personal, like I'm doing here. I really like that red eye. Like the red eyes are a good.
Yeah,
touch.
they really stand out with the skin color. Yeah, first-person view is really amazing because you get a sense of just how big these things are as well.
Yes, for sure. Because I think you're about at guest height, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
So it really, really demonstrates the scale of everything. All right, that is the Scorpius Rex. Welcome to Jurassic World Evolution 2, Scorpius Rex. All right, let me check the results of our poll here. I think the next one was also pretty clear. Yep, looks like it is. Time to check out Monolophosaurus.
Carnivore bias.
Yeah,
I feel outnumbered here.
Can we pet it? Unfortunately, you cannot pet it. That would be pretty fun if you could do that, though. But yeah, I mean, people always want to see the carnivores. It's fun when they run around. It's fun when they grab things, when they eat things.
That's canon, actually, that people like the carnivores. So.
Yeah. What's the phrasing in Jurassic World? You didn't ask for realism. You asked for more teeth.
Yeah, so we're giving it to you.
Exactly. Yeah. We try to give you both, though.
Okay, of course.
Let me also, so next up is the Monolophosaurus, which, like the Scorpius Rex, also has different skin and pattern colors that you can choose from, which allows you to get like a wide range of different looking Monolophosaurus. For this particular batch, I've synthesized 5 with random skin and pattern colors. So the idea was to show you, the width and the breadth of how they can look in the game.
Yeah, this is something that's good in multi-release animations.
For sure. And I think they also have, minimum population of 4. So I decided to synthesize and hatch 6 in total, because then we have a nice buffer in case someone tries to escape or something like that. So let's go. Oh, the purple ones look really cool.
Yeah, I like the purple. And I like, we've got a difference. Some of them are plain, some of them have stripes.
Yep.
All of them have a really cool crest.
I sort of deliberately also chose different ones so we could show a wide variation of what they look like. So yeah, I really like the look of this one.
Yeah,
just that purple,
really distinct.
Yeah,
crest.
purple crest and purple nose, and the purple sort of stripes here as well look really, really nice. The green one looks really good. Yeah, I really like that there's that splash of color in its face.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's splash of color along the entire body, of course, but especially toward like the nasal region and the crest region. I think that looks really cool. Anything fun you can tell me about the Monolophosaurus?
Well, they're they're a carnivore dinosaur. They're known for their single crest, hence the name.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I put you on the spot, by the
You
way.
put me on the spot. Yeah, I think obviously they're known for their really distinctive crest. They're found in China as well. I think fairly recently as well.
I do think so. I don't remember like time or dates specifically, but yeah, I think they're a fairly recent find.
And I think I was just reading that the one fossil that we do have, oh, that's cute.
That's very cute.
Had its back broken or something.
Oh,
It had
wow.
been, yeah, the loser of a pretty heavy fight.
Yeah.
I can tell the difference, obviously, between a fossil that's just been broken by being stuck in a mountain for millions of years, or a dinosaur that actually got beaten up before it died.
Steven,
But yeah, these lot are
sorry.
quite. They'll form a group as well. They're quite sociable.
And they need a minimum of 4 in order to be comfortable in terms of social comfort. But they seem to be doing okay, at least in the Sandbox Park, because I turned off comfort requirements.
That'll do it.
Because I figured that would be a good thing. Stephen in chat says, I absolutely love the amount of care and detail you put into the dinosaurs, and I'm having an absolute blast. Thank you so much.
That's great to hear.
That is really, really great to hear. Ignacio in chat asking, is it free? Well, update 2 is completely free. That should download automatically to your game. For some platforms, you may need to go and click like check for update or something like that, but it should download automatically for you. And then the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack, which contains the Monolophosaurus, the Scorpius Rex, and the variants and the skins, is a paid DLC or paid add-on that you have to purchase through your storefront of choice, whether that be Steam, the PlayStation Store, or the Xbox Store.
But some of the stuff we've shown already, like the first-person view,
Yes.
that's totally free, part of the updates.
Yeah, for sure. The first-person view is free in Update 2. Same with the Indominus Rex and Velociraptor sort of cohabitation changes as well. How do you get Scorpius Rex? Well, if you just jump into Sandbox, you can have it automatically. I think it should unlock automatically for everyone in Sandbox if you just
in the default creative sandbox, you'll have access to it straight away.
Yep. And we will get to all the different skins and all the different variants as well.
Scorpius is also available in challenge mode, so you can
cool.
You can research it. You need Carnotaurus, T-Rex, and Raptor genomes to a certain percent before you can do it, though, because that's what it's sort of based on in the show. So challenge 2, 4, and 5, you can access it.
Cool. That is really, really good to hear. There's a question here, will it be on Xbox? Yes, the update and the DLC are available on PC, on Xbox, and on PlayStation right now. So I think, let me just go to the results of the poll. I think next one is the Uranosaurus variant. So I have to, I gotta say, the results of this poll is really bringing me like crisscrossing across the entire map. I'm not complaining or anything. It's just interesting how it did that. So we've got a couple of Kentrosaurus and Uranosaurus here already. And the reason I'm doing that is to sort of show the differences between the different, like the basic ones and the variants, because they can be a bit different. Because I'm just gonna double check my notes here, because there is a bit of a difference between the variants and just a regular just a skin, as it were. So let me just double check my notes here. So a variant is a major change in dinosaur design. Like it gets a new model. It could have size differences, maybe some new animation sets and audio as well because of those changes. So we wanted to highlight some of that stuff by having the sort of base version and the variant version next to each other. So let's head on over. So also just going to demonstrate very quickly the variants are applied same way as a skin will be applied. So you just go in and click Uranosaurus and then date or name depending on the dinosaur whose variant you want to release. So let's check out the Uranosaurus. Oh, I chose the best time to release it too.
Oh, there we go. Let's see one of them. Yeah, so goofy.
I love it. It does look like it has a nice little smile on its face. Like it looks looks like a very happy one. So
that's because it's not sharing an enclosure with the Scorpius Rex. You'd be smiling too.
Yeah. So this is the Uranosaurus variant, and then there's a regular Uranosaurus. As you can see, there are some differences here. First off, there's some. It's more of a sort of skeletal look along the sail. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, the sail. Yeah.
And I think also the mouth is slightly different as well. Like this has more of a broader sort of duck build.
Yeah, it is. It is really kind of like a duck bill.
And I think also there's a slight variation in size. I think it said size small or something in the variant skin selection.
That's right. Yeah. So all of these, or a few of the Kentrosaurus and the Uranosaurus are both. There's size differences. Yeah, between the two.
But hopefully this one shouldn't be attacking any of your guests like they do on the show.
Maybe, well,
it
not
might.
in Sandbox.
Who knows? Bruce in chat says, just did my first challenge mode last night, Canada on hard, did it in 5 hours and 47 minutes, just 17 minutes over par. Very good though.
Yeah.
I've played this game a bunch. I don't do challenge mode on hard.
Yeah.
I do not.
It's tough. There's a lot of strategies you can use to get the time down, but I mean, that's a great first attempt.
Rex Tom asking, what happened to the sandbox? I log in and there's nothing. It's like entering challenge mode. So here's the thing. With the release of Update 2, we have unlocked everything by default. Well, everything. Dinosaurs, dinosaur skins, and building upgrades for use in sandbox mode. However, in order to get that, you will need to turn research and expeditions off. And you can do that in the sandbox settings by just going to sandbox settings, scrolling all the way down, and just turning this off right here. And that should also be an option when you start a new sandbox mode. So just make sure you have expeditions and fossils and research turned off, and then you should have access to all the dinosaurs, the buildings, the building upgrades, and the dinosaur skins. Except for challenge mode skins, they still need to be unlocked.
That's right. And so if you turn research and expeditions on, then you can kind of play sandbox in a sort of challenge-like way, where you're actually sending out your expeditions, doing fossils, researching everything, so you can kind of play your own way.
Yeah. I mean, I can briefly show what that looks like. So right now, because I've turned all that off, I have 100% genome on all the dinosaurs. I have skins and everything. And then if I just head to sandbox settings and turn this on, click apply, then everything should be empty. So now I have to send out expeditions. I need to build an expedition center, and I need to gather all the DNA and get all this stuff ready. So that is what's going on in sandbox mode. So just make sure that you have research and expeditions and fossils turned off, and you should have everything you need. But if you want to start from scratch, build your way up and all that stuff, there's research and expeditions need to be turned on. All right. I built a fairly large enclosure, as you can see, because I wanted the dinosaurs to have enough space. All right, so final one is the Kentrosaurus Pierce variant, and let's just see what that looks like.
Yeah, I like this one. I like the
me too.
colors.
Pierce.
Oh, there's an extra one at the back.
Yeah, there was 3 of them. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to move the camera for fear of like interrupting the sort of cinematic camera thing that got going on. So yeah, this is the Kentrosaurus Pierce variant. Pierce being one of the named dinosaur from Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, and as it's starting to expand its territory here, we can see that if I jump into one of the other ones, it's somewhat larger than its sort of regular brethren, as it were. And there's some variation to the size of the plates. You can see that the sort of shoulder spike is in a different location. And there's some other stuff here as well. But that is the Kentrosaurus Pierce variant compared to its its cousins, as it were.
It's a lot bigger, and to reflect that, it's actually got different combat stats as well. So,
oh, really?
Yep. So it can hold its own against dinosaurs that the little puny Kentrosaurus might struggle with.
That's very interesting. Yeah, this one has a pretty, at least the one that I'm looking at, 117 dominance, which, yeah, it can be all right.
So they're likely to become the alphas of the territory as well.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. I think for this one, yeah, like I said, I haven't turned on any fights, but it'll be interesting to see what kind of scrapes these ones can get out of. I think we also, in the trailer, recreate one of the moments from the show where Pierce goes up against one of the T-Rexes from the show as well. So yeah, this is the Pierce Kentrosaurus variant. And there's a lot of noise happening in this particular enclosure. It is interesting how some of the herbivores can be very loud. I think it's just interesting. I'm not trying to slag you off or anything. It's just, yeah.
They're just happy to be here.
Yeah. And, wrong button. Yeah, you can see here the size differences between the Uranosaurus variant and the regular Uranosaurus. There's definitely a size differential here between these two. All right, so if you're just joining us, we are checking out the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack, which released earlier today, about an hour and a half ago. And for now, we've shown off the Scorpius Rex, we've shown off the Monolophosaurus, we've shown off the Kentrosaurus Pierce variant and the Uranosaurus Camp Cretaceous variant to show some of the stuff that you get in the pack. We're going to get to the dinosaur skins just a little later, but for now, I want to do a giveaway. And I'm just going to put the game on pause, and I'm going to bring us back here. And all right, let me very quickly see if I can grab this stuff that I need to grab. I should have prepared this in advance. Don't worry, I got it. Let's see, here we go. Wait, no, I don't.
I also didn't prepare anything in advance.
That's fine. Never mind. So we are going to do a quick giveaway for a nice bundle of Jurassic World Evolution 2 merchandise. We're going to be giving away a Jurassic World Evolution 2 hoodie, a t-shirt, a DFW branded backpack, the DFW being the people you work with in the campaign mode for Jurassic World Evolution 2. We have a Jurassic World Evolution 2 notebook to give away, a mug, a water bottle, and some pin badges as well. And so we're going to do a giveaway for 2 of these in chat right now if you type in !Camp Cretaceous. I'm actually going to post that in the chat so people can see how it's actually spelled.
I was going to say, that's a tricky one.
Yes. Just so, yeah. at least how, let's see, Cretace. Yes, so I'm going to post that in the chat so people can see what it looks like. And then in one word, exclamation point, Camp Cretaceous, we're going to let that run for a little bit. And as that runs, I'm actually going to, you know what, I'm actually going to take us back to the main game, because we've got all these dinosaurs in pretty decent enclosures, I would say. But I think we've done some territory disease changes in this update, in update 2. Could you quickly talk through that?
Yeah, sure. So this is based primarily on player feedback. What we've done is we've taken a few diseases that would have been random, like the common cold.
Right.
So that's a disease that just has a chance to happen at a certain fixed time interval. And we've changed it so those diseases, the player can now actually control the chances of this happening by, if a dinosaur has a good territory, then it's not going to get the common cold. But if it's lacking certain things that it might want in its enclosure, like open space or ground fruit or forest, in this case, or has poor cohabitation, then it can get the common cold. And so the player can actually address this by fixing the environmental need issues.
Oh,
so,
that's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah. So this is taking something that players maybe have complained about in the past because they feel like, my dinosaurs are just getting common cold. There's nothing I can actually do about it, especially as it's an untreatable disease. So what we've done is we've changed it so the player has a lot more control over the outcome, basically. So if you're doing everything right, then you can avoid the common cold.
That's cool. That's great.
Yeah. So, and this applies to all of the diseases that are caused by poor territory now. So it's just a matter of fixing these territory issues, and the dinosaurs will just enter into a recovering state, and they'll get better on their own.
Wow, that's great. That's fantastic. So I think I don't mean to brag, but I think my Uranosaurus is going to be fine, right?
I reckon, yeah, it's looking good. They're over fulfilled.
Yes, I mean that is how I run my my parks. I want my dinosaurs to be as happy as possible. Let's just ignore the comfort needs of my carnivores from earlier, because they didn't have enough space. But also, if you need to, you can now add add MVU patrols to your ranger posts, and they will come in now and again, check on the status of your dinosaurs. If there's something going on, they will automatically heal and treat minor injuries, I believe, and diseases.
So it's anything that they can do that doesn't require player intervention. So, and this is another thing that is based off what we heard from players. So some players were saying, I set my MVU to go scan a dinosaur, it's revealed a disease that it already had, so shouldn't it just treat it? Yeah. And we've kind of come to that conclusion by doing a combination of things. So if you've seen and treated a disease in the park before, it's going to get automatically revealed when a ranger scans it, as well as that if an MVU is assigned to a ranger post, it's going to treat any issues that it can. So yeah, that helps a lot. Now, if you've addressed a disease before, it will appear as long as the dinosaur is scanned. Then the MVU will be dispatched. It'll go treat it. So yeah, it's a way of making the diseases more manageable without sort of removing their teeth. So
I mean, it's still going to be a challenge.
Yeah, but now it's more like a challenge of setting up the right infrastructure and making sure your patrols are, you have enough MVUs so that they're not stretched around all of the patrols. Your territories are sorted. It's much less about fighting fires, and it's more about preventing them.
Sounds cool. Yeah, so right now I just assigned an MVU, and then this mobile vet unit is going to come in and do what it needs to do in case it needs to be doing.
Yep. All right. And it'll do it responsibly. It's not doing a patrol. It's sort of, as soon as an issue appears, then it'll sort of be dispatched and attend to the emergency.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. All right. So before we move on, let us get the results of this giveaway here. Lots of people sending in entries. We're going to close the window for entries, and then I'm just going to let this carousel sort of run here, and let's see if we can find a winner. And first winner coming up. And the winner is from YouTube chat. None other than Shock Up. Congratulations. You are the winner of the first incredible Jurassic World Evolution 2 bundle. We should mention that there may be some territories where we are unable to ship these items. However, if that's the case, then we will set you up with some alternate solution for prizes. So not to worry, you will win something. And let's now go and see if we can find a second winner here. And let me just... I'm going to let you say stop, James, and then I'm going to stop.
Stop.
All right, and the winner is, from Twitch chat, Green Monster Gaming. Congratulations. I'm going to get a button that I can hit that will just do like an applause thing, so it sounds more impressive than me just sort of clapping. So congratulations to the two of you. Please email us at community@frontier.co.uk with a screenshot from your account page so you can verify that you are who you say you are, and then we will get the ball rolling. All right. Rinblock says, how do I get the Camp Cretaceous pack? You buy it on the Steam store, on the Epic Game Store, on the PlayStation Store, or on the Xbox Store. And then it will be added into your game. Okay, so let's head on over to... So yeah, there's not only dinosaurs and dinosaur variants in the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack, there are also a lot of really cool looking dinosaur skins, and we're gonna show you these now. We're gonna run another poll in YouTube and Twitch chat, and you can tell us who you want to see first, if it's Parasaurolophus Lux, Bumpy, Big E.T., Toro, or the Baryonyx trio. And I do believe I've sent this over to our... Yes, I have, to our producer, who will set those polls up. And as we get that set up, could you tell me about dinosaur highlighting, please, James?
Oh, yeah. So this is an accessibility option we've added. And you can already see this if you go into the Ranger Post UI. If you click on a Ranger Post, you can see the dinosaurs with a sort of fill and an outline. What we've done is we've made an accessibility option where this is on all the time, unless you're selecting a dinosaur directly. And yeah, so it just makes it way easier to find your dinosaurs. I find it pretty useful to have this mode on. It's really nice for the lagoons as well. Gives you a better view of where the dinosaurs are. If they're in forest, you can see them.
Oh, and this goes for everything sort of in view, because like I can see that's my Scorpius over there, right, in the corner? Yeah.
So they're highlighted to show that they're out of range of a ranger team, of a post. But if you go into the settings accessibility menu, then you can sort of turn this on in all of the game. So and then dinosaur highlight.
Oh, cool, neat.
Under visual.
All right, so now they're just all highlighted. That's great.
Yep. And also they'll change color if they have any ailments as well, or if they're dead, which I guess is an ailment.
A pretty severe one, I'd say.
Pretty severe. So yeah, this just makes it a really nice way to keep track of your dinosaurs, and you can see the Indominus over there in the corner.
I do like that, and I especially like that they change color sort of based on the, especially if I click on the Ranger Post, it changes color based on the status here as well.
Yes, so that'll override.
I now realize that I forgot to put a Ranger Post inside the Scorpius Rex. The Scorpius Rex thing enclosure, but that's really cool. And because like for me at least, especially with the smaller size dinosaurs, like for example Velociraptor, it's very easy to sort of lose them when they head into like forests and trees. You're not always able to find them right off the bat, so I will usually just hit the map button. But then this is also very, 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 very helpful, very handy.
It's especially useful for something like the Compy.
Yeah, for sure. I just lose them all the time.
Yeah. They're in one of the challenge levels, just as wild dinosaurs, but it's pretty easy not to realize that until you drive over them, basically. But yeah, I mean, it really shows. Like you just saw those two raptors sort of chasing each other, socializing.
Oh, here as
So,
well. Yeah,
So, it makes it way easier to spot all the cool behaviors that they're doing
for sure.
without sort of watching them intently all the time.
I mean, I watch them intently all the time. At least
Sure.
I try to. Oh, here we go. Yep.
Nice try.
Very nice try. All right, let me just. That's a really cool feature. I like that. That's really great.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
All right, gonna quickly switch that off again, and let's see if we've got our poll results in. I think we're just about the. I think the polls should be over. So I've got most of my. So there's a lot of. There are several carnivore skins in this pack. So I had to build separate enclosures for all the carnivores, and then we've got some herbivore stuff going up here. So let's see here. Yeah, everyone wants to see Parasaurolophus Lux, which is absolutely not surprising. And in order to show them off at their very best, let us change it over to nighttime. Because of course, the thing about Parasaurolophus Lux is they are right. So I learned this on Friday. They're bioluminescent.
Yes.
Yes.
You learned this from Rich, didn't you?
I think I learned it from chat actually.
Oh.
Someone in chats, because I said something and they said, oh well, they're bioluminescent. That is the thing. So I was like, all right, I'll remember that for next time. So there are in the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack, there are 2 Parasaurolophus Lux skins, which you add to them just like you would a regular skin, and that makes them bioluminescent, and they glow in the dark, which makes them look absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I love the just the glow is amazing, and the pattern itself is really nice too.
Zaz says it makes the dinosaurs appear bright. Is that the definition?
They're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't know if that's the specific definition of bioluminescence, but that is definitely what they do. So that's one of the skins, which gives them this sort of whitish blue head crest, and then the coloration along the body here, and then there's the other skin, which gives them the purple pinkish crest and slightly blue, slightly white striped coloration along the body. So they sort of switch the colors around.
Yeah, I mean these are just super cool.
It's absolutely amazing.
You don't need Dino Highlight for these ones.
No, I mean you can see them all the time, especially if you're playing in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are absolutely incredible. And I think this and the Scorpius are probably the sort of dinosaurs that we got the most questions about from players asking, will there be sort of any sort of Camp Cretaceous content? And yeah, they look absolutely incredible, I think.
Yeah, and I mean this is a first for. Yeah, we haven't had glow-in-the-dark dinosaurs before.
No, that's true. Yeah. Scorpius Rex says they must be hard to sleep for them. I think they're fine. And then.
As long as the insides of their eyelids don't glow in the dark.
Yeah, I think you're fine then.
Yeah.
And they're not very, like they glow softly. It's not like the sun is staring in your face or something.
Yeah.
And then during the daytime, they should, if I'm not mistaken, just sort of fade back to a more regular Parasaurolophus sort of skin. And then once night falls, they will shine again. Oh.
That's right. Yeah, it's not just that you can mainly see it at night. They actually only shine at night. Yeah.
They change color and change how they glow.
Yeah, they activate their glow when it gets dark.
We're gonna stay in this enclosure here and take a look at another fan favorite. It is none other than the Ankylosaurus or Ankylosaurus, depending on your pronunciation. I mix them up, so I do both sometimes. But with the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack, we are adding in a new skin for the Ankylosaurus to make it look like fan favorite Bumpy. And someone asked in chat, why do we have 2 Bumpies? Because personally, I think 2 Bumpies are better than 1 Bumpy. And so I wanted to see what it looks like when there's 2 Bumpies being released.
Twice the bumpy.
Twice the bumpy. And so yeah, let's see what this looks like. Bumpy also being one of the named dinosaurs from the show, which has quite a prominent role in a lot of episodes. Initially rejected by Dr. Henry Wu as a defect because Bumpy was asymmetrical, like one of the horns is shorter than the other. Yeah, here's Bumpy looking really, really cool.
Yeah.
I
And
love
Bumpy
this.
too.
And Bumpy 2. Bumpy 1 and Bumpy 2. Oh, there we go. So that is the Bumpy skin, which adds in. I'm actually gonna change this over to daytime so we can see fully what Bumpy looks like. So this then adds in this blue coloration on the top of the shell. It also does it change the sort of club on the back as well? Because I think that's more sort of, it looks more bulbous than.
It does look a little flatter. I can't actually remember though. The horns look.
Yeah, and the horns, of course, which are sharp and sort of. What's the phrase I'm looking for? Yeah, it's
asymmetrical.
asymmetrical. Yeah, and that's
You would
Bumpy.
think that if Henry Wu created the Scorpius Rex, he's like this is the one that he has a problem. Well, I guess
mean,
he has a problem with both of them actually.
He did, yeah. I mean, the Scorpius Rex was literally put on ice. So, but I think Bumpy he just wanted to get rid of, and then Bumpy survived, thankfully, and became and managed to make it into the game. So that's great. How
Good
rough?
for you, Bumpy.
Yeah, roughly how long does it take to create these dinosaurs? That depends, because in update 2, you can now, after update 2 has released, you can now set the task timer. So these took virtually no time at all. I mean, no, that's Nodosaurus. That's wrong. Let me just. So for Bumpy, with on 3 times the speed, that took about 5 seconds, and then once I've selected the eggs, speed it up again. Yeah, it takes about 20 seconds. That's at 10% task speed. So this could take a little bit longer if you're running at 100% task speed. But if you're playing with scientists turned on, or if you're using specific building upgrades, and you can also have increased or like lowered synthesis and incubation time. And same with the scientists as well. If you have the correct scientists added to it, then things can go a lot faster and also be a lot cheaper.
Yep.
Okay, let me just have a quick look at the chat here. Ultra graphics look so good. They do. They really, really do. I like the look of just this in general, surrounded by the mountains and everything.
Yeah, it's really nice, and all the different sort of tiers as well. Gives it a nice verticality.
How do you check what the dinosaur looks like in the skin you gave it before you release it? Well, if you go in here to modify genome, we have the skin and pattern color picker. So basically you get a sort of general sense of what the difference, what the different colors are as you choose them. So if I know that Death Valley looks different from Sonoran Desert and Mangrove Forest is, more green, and then I can also see how they sort of match up to each other. Or if I want to, I can just go blank, or I can do a random color.
Yep. Plus, in the species viewer, you can view
Yes.
these dinosaurs.
You can also, in the main menu, go to the species viewer, and you can look at all the different pattern color and skin color combinations, which then, just quickly make a note on the side to see which you like best. You can also fiddle around with the lighting to see how everything looks. Paleo Boot says this is my favorite map. I feel like I just discovered this map, because when I built this park specifically for this stream, I wanted to do something a bit different, because I played a lot on Nublar 93 and 2015. So I was like, well, let's go with like mountainous and like more of that vibe, and I really like it.
I like the plaza you've made as well.
Thank you very much. I usually I would plonk down the entrance area like here, and I thought, no, middle of the park, that's cool. And then I just made this plaza somewhat inspired by some of the amazing content creators and YouTubers out there making Jurassic World Evolution 2 content. And yeah, There was a question, can you edit Scorpius Rex? Yes, you can change the pattern and skin colors as well. I'm not going to do it on the stream, but you can do it once you have purchased the Camp Cretaceous pack, dinosaur pack, I mean. So, let's see, next up in the poll, it looks like Big E.T. is next. Where did I put Big E.T.? There we go. Big E.T. being one of several, I think, Tyrannosaurus Rexes encountered in Camp Cretaceous, and now available in Jurassic World Evolution 2 as a skin.
It's a good angle.
It's a good angle, yeah, very good angle.
So it's kind of reminiscent of the first film with the foot.
Yeah, for
stomping
sure.
down into
In the mud. So say hello to Big E.T. And I'm not this far along into the show, so I think I know what the name is a reference to, but obviously, yeah, Big E.T. being big and eating. But yeah, Big E.T. having these lovely, lovely stripes running along her entire back here. Paleo Boot saying hello, Big E.T. Yeah. Right. Where's Little Edie? Little Edie is not included in this pack. So yeah, that is Big E.T. now going off into the forest to hide. We'll let her just live out her life as she wants to. Let me take a look here. I think next up would be the Baryonyx trio. And we're going to have to do these one at a time, because Baryonyx trio, for those of you not familiar, also 3 sort of named dinosaurs that you meet in Camp Cretaceous by the name of Grim, Chaos, and I forget the last one now.
I remembered Grim.
Grim, Chaos, and why is this stuck in my head? I had this earlier this morning. Limbo, that's what it was.
Yep,
Thank you, Paleo Boot. Thank you very much, Paleo Boot. So I don't remember which one of these is who, so we'll just release them one at a time and see.
See if anyone can call it out.
Can you spot it? So there, I think it's the sort of around the eyes, there's some very specific markings, and along the back as well. I'm just gonna jump straight into it. So this would be Chaos, and but it's not quite the same without another one. Yeah, Devil Wheat called it like that was Chaos. Dinororia says weird name choices. I mean, they're named by children, so I think that's sort of where the name comes from. This is Limbo, with some really cool sort of light and dark coloration here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm zooming in very, very closely. I just want to see the details. Like,
yeah, we actually we made it so that you can zoom the camera in closer.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, so that was primarily for the species viewer. But why not let people? Because actually, these dinosaurs are so detailed. Like individual scales are visible. So
yeah. You can almost see the muscles moving under the skin as well. I like you can see the skin sort of stretching and skewing here as well. So I definitely like to get a good look at these dinosaurs. So so that is, let me just double check, that is Chaos and Limbo.
I think I know what the next one might be.
I think so too. Let's go. So yeah, the texturing is also different from a regular Baryonyx, says Devil Wheat in chat.
What a cutie.
This would be Grim with the red sort of coloration around the eyes and the green color along the back, which makes it look very crocodilian. Is that the phrase? I think that's the phrase.
Yeah, that's it.
This is the one that met a grim fate, says Paleo Boot, which, spoiler warning, I guess?
Yeah. I love the details on the back of these ones.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you can really tell that a lot of work and a lot of detail went into making these dinosaurs look as good as they can. And like you can almost count the scales.
Yeah.
On the nose here, or like count the amount of teeth it has inside its mouth. I love that.
Yeah, it's super impressive.
Yep. Grim is named Grim for a reason, and the other avenged him. All right. Well, I think that leaves us with one skin left to show you guys, and that is none other than Toro, the Carnotaurus. And so we're doing 4 of these because I just wanted to show you what a big group of Toro the Carnotaurus looks like. Also, Carnotaurus tends to prefer to have multiple of the same species around them. So let's see what they look like. Yeah.
Looks angry.
They look very angry. Like, it kind of does, yeah. And I think correct me if I'm wrong, the horns look a little bit bigger as well.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Also sort of reminiscent of sort of tiger stripes, almost, with the sort of browns and the orange mixing together, and I really like the sort of white, beigey stripes along the back here as well.
Yeah, the sort of highlight on the back looks really nice.
Oh yeah.
Yep, you can now get uncomfortably close.
Very, very uncomfortably close. Oh, we got some tussling already. Let's jump in with. How can they have tiger stripes when tigers didn't exist? Well, I'm applying modern language to how it was. Also, maybe there's some tiger DNA in there. I don't know. As Dr. Wu says, if the genome was pure, they would look a lot different. So yeah, and then we've got the first-person view here, where you can just jump right into an enclosure if you want to, and just see what these dinosaurs look like up close. Also to get a sense of the scale of everything.
Yeah, and you can do that in safety as well. They're not going to attack you. They're not going to try and eat you.
Yeah, I mean you're not a physical presence there, as it were. I mean, you sort of are, but you're invisible to the dinosaurs, as it were. So if you want to, you can just walk up to a sitting Carnotaurus and just admire it for a little bit. Oh, I love this animation.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
I remember when people first saw the sitting Carnotaurus.
Yep.
Amy was very, who's one of a senior animator. She was lead animator. Was very excited to see the reaction to that.
I think there are still pictures of the sitting Carnotaurus being shared to Reddit and the forums now and again as well. Like it quickly sort of became almost like an unofficial mascot or something for the game, which was very, very cool to see.
It's not too late to change the game logo just to that.
I think Universal might have something to say about that, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a cool posture for sure. So yeah, that is, I think that just about brings us to the end of the stream there. But I'd love to hear from people in chat if they have a favorite from this pack of the stuff that we have shown you so far. Personally, I think, the Parasaurolophus Lux look incredible. I'm very happy to have Bumpy be part of the game here as well. I think the Kentrosaurus and Uranosaurus variants look really, really good. So, I think you also mentioned the Parasaurolophus Lux earlier, James?
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. Yeah. And I'm really excited for all the new features as well. I want to see videos of people wandering around their existing parks as a guest in first-person mode.
I think we're going to see some more of that as well.
For sure, yeah.
If you've just joined us, we're about the end of the stream here, but we have showcased some of the dinosaurs, all of the dinosaurs, the dinosaur variants, and the skins from the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack. I was going to jump into the species viewer to just quickly show off that as well, where if you want to, you can get you can get an even more up close view of the dinosaurs here. And you can also Let me dig up the... S is always further down the alphabet than I think it's going to be when I look at things like this. Like the Scorpius, for example. And then you can check out the different skin and pattern colors and see what they all look like together, which I think is really, really cool.
To anyone who was going through all the dinosaurs and taking pictures of them all.
There will probably be someone who does that.
This is going to make your life a lot easier.
Yes, yeah, for sure. You can also change the color grading. You can change the positioning of the lighting, the rotation of the lighting, the height. So you can see what it looks like from different angles and under different lighting positions. Also, what it looks like when it preens, when it roars, when it rests, when it sleeps, when it runs, all that good stuff. Good roar animation. But yeah, that just about brings us to the end of our stream. Thank you so much, everyone out there, for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing what is available in the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack. We also did some brief mentions of things happening, coming in Update 2, which is available now for free. Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack also available now at the cost of £7.99, $9.99, or €9.99. That's on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. So that's on the Steam Store, on the Epic Store, on the PlayStation Store, and the Xbox Store. A lot of stores. Thank you so much, James, again for joining us. It was great to have you here.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
And as always, we would love to have you back at some point as well. So
sure.
Hope you'll indulge us there. Thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you to Osric and Heather for modding. And congratulations again to our giveaway winners. And we'll be back on Friday with another edition of Community Park, where I will be building a park along with you in chat. But until then, from myself and from James, goodbye for now.